I'm here fishing the brand new XT2 series of rods. These are telescopic spinning rods, perfect for any angler who loves to travel and who always wants to be prepared to wet a line. Telescopic means that you can collapse these down so that they're easy to store and they take up less space, so that you've got a convenient, ready to go setup anytime you see that good looking fishing spot. They're made on a carbon composite blank, which is a special blend of graphite and fiberglass. So these rods are lightweight and sensitive, but they're also very strong. Stainless steel guide frames and aluminum oxide inserts ensure a smooth cast with any type of line. And this aluminum reel seat is for added durability for this section where you connect your reel to your rod. Oversized EVA grips are extremely comfortable, and these models even come with this tip cover, so that when you collapse your rod down, you can snap this on for convenient storage, and this will help resist against any sort of tip breakage or damage. This model is the 5.6, but it goes all the way up to 12 feet, so that they're perfect for freshwater or saltwater in any fishing application.
The Triumph series from St. Croix, what a great value. There's over 39 models in the series, from salmon steelhead, spinning, travel spinning, casting, musky, really something, choices for everyone, every type of fishing. Such a great value, largely because we use the finest in craftsmanship in Triumphs, just like we do on our highest end. The adhesives that we use on the reel seat, for example, is hundreds of dollars a gallon. We don't cut any corners on Triumph. There's 6 stages in this rod where we use lasers, from blank straightness to guide alignment, even down to the decal. No shortcuts again. Even though it's St. Croix's entry level, phenomenal value, great place to start with St. Croix. Boy, the Triumph series from St. Croix, pound for pound, what a great value.
You know, we've got rods out there for salmon fishing, walleye fishing, certainly bass fishing, and just about everything in between. And we've been working on a new series of rods for you guys out there who want the toughest, most durable rod that money can buy. And we've got it right here for you. This is the new KastKing Brutus series. They come in spinning and casting models. We actually have combos in both spinning and casting also. In all, there's over 25 different rods, casting and spinning, different lengths from a 4.5 foot all the way up to an 8 foot heavy action rod. Now listen, there's something really special about these rods, but let's talk about the options that you have. You've got 1 piece, you've got 2 piece, you've got 3 piece, and yes, you've even got 4 piece rods in the new Brutus series. So you can literally take these rods any place you go, whether you're going to go on an airplane, on a bicycle, in a kayak, in a big boat, in just about any place you want to go. There is a Brutus series rod that you can take any place, and you can count on it, because these are the toughest rods that we make right here. This is a composite graphite construction. So we start with a high modulus graphite for sensitivity, keep the weight down, keep the blank thin, but then we add glass to this rod to make it super tough. One thing I love about this is every rod features this bright fluorescent green strike tip. So whether you're fishing in low light conditions, night fishing, or maybe just on a nice bright sunny day like this, and you want to make sure you never miss the slightest detection of a bite, the strike tip will do that for you right here. So every rod in the entire series of Brutus comes with that bright fluorescent green strike tip. Let's talk about some of the other features on these rods, and then we'll look at some of the individual ones. But all stainless steel guides, stainless steel inserts for durability, works great with braided line. But what we've also done is on the tip top section, this is a zirconium insert, so it works great with that braided line as well. Casting distance is phenomenal. The handles on these rods, all EVA foam, very, very comfortable. It's a screwed down type reel seat. Graphite construction is going to keep that reel securely in place. And beautiful graphics on this rod. A nice cross wrap down in the bottom section. Now, once again, 1 piece on the very, very short rods, 2 piece on most of the rods, but then there are a 3 piece and a 4 piece option for those of you who want to travel, make it really, really easy to put in a backpack, in a small rod tube, carry it on an airplane. There is a Brutus rod here for virtually everything from crappie, panfish, trout, walleye, salmon, bass, catfish, oh my goodness, even inshore saltwater, there is a Brutus series rod that's going to handle anything. And like I said, glass and graphite, composite construction. These rods are super, super durable. Now, let's talk about the combos, because we have a number of combos in both spinning, like this one right here. Now, this is the 3000 reel matched up with this particular Brutus rod. It's a 4+1 ball bearing reel, machined aluminum spool, very, very smooth casting. It might not be an 8 or a 9 ball bearing reel, but this reel, all those bearings are put in the perfect position to get the most out of the bearings that we're using in this reel. Real nice foldable reel handle and a comfortable knob as well. So this is the Brutus series spinning combo. Now let's talk a little bit about the casting version, because there's a bunch of those as well. I have in my hand a 6-footer right here, and this is paired up with the Brutus casting reel. This is a 4+1 ball bearing reel, just like the spinning reel is a 4+1. Very smooth drag system. It has a magnetic braking device on the side, so you can eliminate those overruns and backlashes that may be frustrating for especially those people just first getting started in casting. This reel casts like a dream, and the value on these rods, I mean, Brutus rods are, you know, less than $50. Combos are just slightly over $50, and they go down even further than that. So what we have here is over 20, 25 different models, not counting the combos, 1, 2, 3, and 4-piece version. Graphite and glass construction, incredibly durable. Beautiful cosmetics, EVA handles, graphite reel seats. That is the Brutus series of rods, new from KastKing, the most durable rods we make, and this is a rod that you can take any place. You're not going to worry about it, because Brutus is going to get the job done. When you're ready for some tough conditions and you want the toughest rod or combo made, look to KastKing, look to the Brutus. I'm Al Noriker for KastKing, and I hope to see you on the water really soon. And now the new Crixus series of graphite, spinning, and casting rods is on the way to you right now. Now in the new Crixus series, there's 20 different rods, actually 13 different spinning and casting rods, and combos, spinning and casting. Now in this series, these are all 2-piece rods. These are all IM6 graphite blanks, very, very thin, light, sensitive, but because it's IM6 graphite, it's also extremely durable. You're going to really love that part of these rods. When it comes to components, boy, I tell you, we've used great components here. These are stainless steel frames with zirconium inserts, which, you know, is really important because most of us now are using braided lines or super lines of some type, and they can be very hard on guide rings that aren't as hard as zirconium. So we've upgraded these to stainless frames and zirconium rings just for that. Now the reel seats, these are all graphite reel seats, very comfortable in your hand. The casting models have a nice trigger so that when you're flipping or pitching or just need extra power to set the hook, that trigger reel seat can really give you that advantage. As far as the handles go, these are my favorites. You know, I've used these on a lot of our rods. This is our super polymer golf style slip resistant handle. It's very comfortable when it's dry, great for all day fishing, but when it gets wet, it's also slip resistant. There's EVA foregrips and EVA fighting butt. Really great components, finish this rod off and really give you an exceptional value. So let's recap a little bit here. New Crixus, 20 models, actually 13 rods, spinning and casting, and combos available with the great Crixus spinning reel and the great Crixus casting reel as well. Incredible components, stainless frames, zirconium inserts, graphite reel seats, super polymer handles for slip resistance. And even with all those features, all that performance, these rods are still under $60 for virtually every model, not counting the combos. It's going to be one of our top sellers. It's an exceptional value and a really true performance rod. That's Crixus from KastKing, brand new. I'm Al Noriker. I'll see you on the water really soon. Go find yourself a Crixus. So now I want to show you how quick and easy it is to collapse this rod down from its full performance length, in this case 7 feet on this casting model, all the way down to its travel size, which is very, very short, easy, convenient. You can put it in a backpack, you can put it in luggage, just about any place to travel with very easily. So I'm just going to take my bait off of the hook keeper and just let that hang. And I'm going to collapse this by making a little twist with my wrist and collapse the first section. We're always going to start in reducing the length at the butt section, collapse the next section, and the next one, and the next one, just like that. And we're going to keep working that all the way up to the tip section. And finally, just like that. And all we're going to do is we're going to reel up that extra slack, take my hook, put it back in the hook keeper, and just like that, this rod is now ready to travel with. You can put it, again, in luggage, backpack, wherever you want to go. You might not be able to put it on an airplane with that hook in place right there, but you never take the line out of the guides. It saves you all that time from restringing the guides with your line, and you're ready to go. Now, when you're ready to extend this back out to its full performance length, we're going to do just the opposite. Now we're going to start from the tip section and extend out each section till we get down to the end. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to let out some line, just like this, and I'm going to set the rod down, just like that. And I'm going to start right here at this tip section. I'm going to pull it up and snug fit these guides. And what you're going to notice is that there are some floating guides. And that's how we're able to use the right number of guides without using too many sections or not enough sections. So I just keep sliding these guides into their snug fit position, just like that. And there is an alignment aid on the blank also to help you do that if you need. But it's very easy if you just slide them through your fingers, kind of watch what you're doing. They slide right into place, and you do that all the way down to the very last section, just like that. You're ready to go in just seconds, and now it's going to cast exactly like a normal 1 or 2 piece performance rod. It's very convenient, very easy. You know, there's 14 different models in the Blackhawk 2 telescopic or soloscopic rod design, both spinning and casting models. There's a rod here for just about any kind of fishing in both freshwater and even some inshore saltwater light applications. This happens to be the casting model that I have paired up with the Bassinator Elite Reel, which I absolutely love. And then I have here a spinning version as well. This one I have paired up with the Speed Demon spinning reel. So whether you're looking for a spinning model, a casting model, freshwater, light inshore fishing, there is definitely a Blackhawk 2 just for you that you can go out and have a lot of fun. And without all that hassle of carrying 1-piece or even 2-piece rods, you can have a soloscopic design rod that packs down very small and fishes just like your high-performance 1- and 2-piece rods. So I'm Al Norriger for KastKing. I really encourage you to take a look at the Blackhawk 2. I think you're going to find a lot of advantages in this rod, and you're going to have a lot of fun just like I am right now. And I'll see you on the water. Let's go fishing. Hey everybody, Al Norriger here for KastKing. You know, I'm out here smallmouth fishing today, and it's a nice day. Haven't caught a lot of fish, but we'll get some here in a few minutes. But really what I want to do is share with you an update to our really popular Blackhawk 2 telescopic rod. You know, a lot of my friends are pretty jealous because I have a boat full of rods back here, 1- and 2-piece rods. And, you know, many of them say, well, why would you use a telescopic rod when you've got all these high-performance 1- and 2-piece rods? Well, I like to travel to begin with, and that's one of the main things that this telescopic rod is good for, but it's also great for backpacking, just packing away in your car, having an extra rod handy in case something happens. But, you know, on a day like this, I'm out here having a good time, and because I can fish this telescopic rod just as easily and with the same level of performance that I can with my 1- and 2-piece rods, that's what I'm doing today. So let me tell you what we've done to update and improve the Blackhawk 2, which has been so popular for so long. The main thing is this. If you notice on this rod, we've got this nice, fast-actioned rod, very powerful, but a nice soft tip. And that changes a little bit depending on which rod we're talking about. But the one thing that's consistent is we've upgraded this tip section to a solid glass tip for durability. And that's really a key on this telescopic design. You lose no performance, no sensitivity, but you just get that durability that that solid glass tip gives you in this soloscopic design. So let me show you a couple of the key features of the Black Hawk II. First of all, this is a high modulus carbon. It's a 24-ton Toray carbon blank, really thin, light, sensitive, and extremely powerful. And now with the solid glass tip section, just that last tip section, the durability is really improved over the original models as well. We have very comfortable handles. This happens to be the KastKing model. It's an EVA handle, EVA fighting butt, nice trigger reel seat. It does have a nice hook keeper right in front here. Incredible stainless steel guides with stainless steel inserts. Now these are great because, you know, most of us fish with some sort of braid or super lines, and that's really important that we have good guides that don't get wore out by using that braid or those super lines, which can be very abrasive to typical guides.